Good evening, everyone. We, the members of Squadron Black Panthers, we are going to present on current affairs.
India among selected few countries developing hypersonic missiles. US Congressional Report. India is among the select few countries which are developing hypersonic weapons. An independent congressional report has said amidst a media report which claimed that China recently tested a nuclear capable hypersonic missile which circled the globe before missing its target, demonstrating an advanced space capability that caught US intelligence by surprise. The Independent Congressional Research Service, CRS, in a latest report this week said that although the US, Russia, and China possesses the most advanced hypersonic weapons programs, a number of other countries, including Australia, India, France, Germany, and Japan, are also developing hypersonic weapons technology. So, next slide. UK Navy Chief arrives in India on 3-day visit. UK Navy Chief Admiral Sir Tony Radakin arrived in India on Friday on a 3-day visit during which he would visit the Indian Navy Western Naval Command according to an official statement. Admiral Radakin met Indian Navy Chief Admiral Kambir Singh here on Friday and led a breath at a National War Memorial as a tribute to fallen soldiers. The Indian Navy said its statement. He is also scheduled to visit Indian Navy Western Naval Command in Mumbai, wherein he would interact with Vice Admiral R. Hari Kumar, Flag Officer Commanding in Chief Western Naval Command. So next slide. Admiral Radakin will also embark on aircraft carrier HMS Queen Elizabeth flagship of the UK's Carrier Strike Group 21, which is at the Mumbai coast currently for joint exercise with the Indian Navy. It started sharing a model partnership bound by strong ties. The bilateral relationship between India and the UK was upgraded to a strategic partnership in 2004 and further strengthened through reciprocal visits by the Prime Minister. Subsequently, during the virtual summit between the Prime Ministers of both the countries on May 4 this year, Roadmap 2030 was adopted towards elevating the bilateral ties to a comprehensive strategic partnership. So next slide. South Korea has launched its first ever space rocket on October 21, 2021. This is the first rocket completely developed and built in South Korea. However, it failed to successfully deploy or test satellite into orbit. Highlights. The rocket is called as Nuri. It is a 47-meter rocket that was lifted off with bright yellow. The United Kingdom, UK, and India are set to launch their biggest joint military exercise called Kokon Shakti. Key facts. In the exercise, there will be re-entry of UK's Carrier Strike Group, CGS, into Western Indian Ocean waters. The CGS, along with HMS Queen Elizabeth, has been deployment in the Indo-Pacific waters for all. The United Nations has set up a special trust fund on October 21, 2021 for Afghanistan in order to provide urgently needed cash directly of Afghans. Highlights. The special trust fund was set up through a system by tapping into donor funds, which was frozen since the Taliban takeover in August 2021. The Caribbean island called Barbados, in bid to become a republic, has elected its first ever president. Highlights. This is a key step in preparations for becoming a republic. This move will also remove Britain's Queen Elizabeth II as head of state Barbados, Sandra Mason, who is the current Governor General of the island.
Why has FATF retained Pakistan on grey list? The story so far. In June 2018, the Financial Action task
Mishka, just a
force.
moment. Mishka.
That is FATF.
Okay, continue.
Yes, sir.
Continue.
Why has FATF retained Pakistan on grey list? The story is so far. In June 2018, the Financial Action Task Force, that is FATF, placed Pakistan on the grey list of jurisdictions under increased monitoring. Since then, it has been presented with multiple recommendations for compliance. Owing to Pakistan's failure in implementing all the action points, it was once again retained on the grey list. Following the conclusion of the latest FATF plenary on October 21, 2021, Pakistan was first put on the list in 2008, removed in 2009, and then again remained under increased monitoring from 2012 to 2015. So next slide, please. Now, what is FATF? The FATF is a global money laundering and terrorist financing watchdog, lays down international standards with an objective to prevent such activities. It keeps updating the standards to address emerging risks, monitor countries to ensure that they implement the recommendations fully and effectively, and holds countries to account that do not comply. Global Terror Financing Watchdog, the Financial Action Task Force, that is FATF, retained Pakistan on the grey list of countries. Key points. This time, the watchdog had added 3 new countries, namely Turkey, Jordan, and Mali, to the grey list. As per FATF, there was no question of blacklisting Pakistan for now, as Pakistan is cooperating and only. So next slide. What is the effect of grey listing? According to the FATF, when it places a jurisdiction under increased monitoring, it means the country has committed to resolve swiftly the identified strategic deficiencies within agreed time frames. Although no legal consequences follow grey listing, it is understood that the country's access to international loans gets restricted. So next slide. Why was Pakistan retained in the grey list? Pakistan was grey listed in June 2018 after the FATF found multiple strategic anti-money laundering, that is AML, or combating the financing of the terrorism, that is CFT, deficiencies on its part. It was asked to implement the action plan for achieving 10 objectives. They include demonstration of effective action against UN designated terror outfits, individuals and their associates in terms of financial sanctions, assets, seizures, investigations, prosecution, and conviction. So next slide. At the October 2021 plenary, the FATF observed that Pakistan had completed 26 of the 27 action items in its 2018 plan. The one remaining item was about continuing to demonstrate that terror financing investigation and prosecutions targeted senior leaders and commanders of UN-designed terrorist groups. In response to the additional deficiencies later identified in Pakistan's 2019 Asia Pacific Group Mutual Evaluation Report in June 2021, Pakistan had given further commitment to address the shortcomings with respect to a new action plan, primarily focused on combating money laundering. So next slide. Thank you, everyone. This was the presentation by students of Galaxy Foundation. Thank you, sir.